What's up, you? For today's video, we are a full Seedot evolution team. So we got Seedot, Nuzleaf, and Shiftry. So some really cool Pokemon. Shiftry actually gets Wind Rider now, which is a great ability, and it suits it very, very nicely. So I'm going to be using 2 Seedots, 2 Nuzleafs, and 2 Shiftrys on this team. This is actually pretty difficult because these Pokemon had a lot of shared weaknesses. And also, though, 4 times weaknesses too. So it was difficult to get content for this, but I got you some fresh content today, people. Let's get into it. So first battle lead, this one is against Aggron Guy, and we have a Bishop lead. I'm going to be leading with my nut here, and we've got Explosion, Defog, Payback, and Sucker Punch. Max health and max attack for this set, and we're trying to get as much damage with Payback and then follow it up with Sucker Punch. If I had any entry hazards, I could use the default too. I thought that was going to be pretty nice. Now, unfortunately, in this matchup, I really couldn't do a lot to a Bishop. And it turns out to be it's a special Bishop. Now, I don't know whether this is some sort of theme team or not. So if you can work that out, I'll put it below in the comment section of the video. So Seedot is going to faint there, and we're going to go into Nuzleaf. Now, this is actually a sweeping Nuzleaf. I've got on it Sword Dance, Bullet Seeds, Low Sweep, and Sunny Day. I thought Low Sweep would be really, really good. We got a swap here, interesting enough, on the Bishop, and we've got the next Pokemon coming in, which is going to be Tyrannus. So I was like, wow, they're both 4 times weak to Low Sweep, so that's really, really good. So this set has got Loaded Dice and Chlorophyll as the ability, and we've got Max Hack and Max Speed, Adamant Nature as the EV spread. So, funnily enough, the Tyranitar actually had a weakness policy, which kind of sucks. But with the use of Low Sweep, I actually had a speed drop there. And since I was running max speed, I was actually able to outspeed the Tyranitar and get rid of it. Now, today I'm going to continue the jokes. And I guess today I could do a joke with, you know what, Shiftry. I'll do some tree jokes today. I'm sure you've been really enjoying the, the daily jokes from me. Now, the next Pokemon is Scarlet. Wow, that shiny changed so much. It's going to go for a sand attack in the sand. I definitely would say it's got Sand Veil as its ability. I went for Low Sweep again just to try and drop its speed, and I actually managed to hit it, which is pretty cool. That's going to drop the Garchomp speed by 1 stage, allowing me to outspeed and get a Sword Dance up too. Now, I wasn't sure what other moves this Garchomp had, and then it used Bulldoze. I was like, it's going to get rid of my speed drop. I wonder what this set is based. Obviously, it's based around dropping the opponent's speed, and then I found out it's what is this set? Bulldoze, Bite, and Sand Attack with Sand Veil. And I would never do that. Anyway, the next Bite is going to take my Nuzleaf out, and poor Nuzleaf. I'm trying to conjure up some tree jokes here for you people. I know you love my jokes so much. Next Pokemon is going to be Shiftry. It's a special set. It can be quite a good physical and special attacker is Shiftry. So we've got Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Dank Pulse, and Extra Sensory, Terra Psychic. And I tried to get some flinches here on the opposing Garchomp. Sand Attack actually misses because I've got the item Bright Powder, which is pretty ironic considering what sort of set I'm versing. So now Garchomp is going to land a Bulldoze on me, dropping my speed. I don't really want to lose my speed here, so I'm going to be swapping the Shiftry out and going into my other nut. You know, the other nut's gone, but this one is here. It's a shiny nut too. So I think with this set, I'm going to try and get as much damage. I've got Explosion. Wait, no, I don't have Explosion. This is a special set. So we've got Sunny Day, Leaf Storm, Shadow Ball, and... I do have Explosion. I put Explosion on both of my Seedots, you know. So this Seedot, it's a Scope Lens set. We've got Chlorophyll as the ability, and it's sort of like designed to sweep in the sun. So max special attack and max speed on this one. Mild nature. So we got that sun up. Now I'm going to do a little back flip or a front flip and go for a Shadow Ball and take out the Garchomp, which is very, very good. And of course, that crit definitely mattered. Now, I've come up with a tree joke, people. It's going to be a real good one. Are you ready for this? How do trees get online, right? You know, how do they get online in the internet? They log in. Get it? They log in. Anyway, that's the end of my Seedot. It's logging off. Now, I got another joke too. I just thought this one up. It's an absolute banger. So I've got this Nuzleaf here. It's a bulky early bird set. It's actually pretty bulky. I know, all jokes aside. It can take one hell of a hit. So I'm going to get paralyzed by the Bishop. This Bishop was difficult to get around. I had like hardly any moves to hit it with. So I'm going to be setting up a Leech Seed there. This Nuzleaf, let me go what its build is. So we got max health and max defense, bold nature. Early bird as the ability, which means when I go to sleep, it only takes one turn to wake up. So that allows me for really, really quick healing to not only heal my health up, get rid of any status and stuff like that. Item is Everlight, like I mentioned before. We got Rest, Protect, Leech Seed, and Snarl. Snarl is there for damage and also to drop the special attack of the opponent, and it works very, very well when you're running like a more of a defensive set. So this actually worked quite well here versus the Bishop. I'm going to get the rest off there, and there's not a lot this Bishop could actually do to me. And, you know, you can always get a swap here, and, you know, you could sleep on that swap, and then suddenly you're awake again with Early Bird. Like, I think Early Bird's quite an underrated ability, especially if you've got, like, a Pokemon that can abuse rest pretty well. Like, I'm using, like, you know, a Nuzleaf here. Imagine on, like, a bulky Pokemon. So, wait, there's 2 Bishops. That's right, there's 2 Bishops on this team. Like, you wouldn't read about it. So, anyway, it's going to be an Iron Defense set. I'm like, I can't really do a lot to this. So I woke up here, I only was asleep for 110, and I thought it was important to get those seeds up. Now, the next joke I've got for you people, it's a real good one. It's a really, really good one. What is a tree's favorite dating, like a dating app, right, on its phone, right? What is its favorite dating app on its phone? Give up? Timber! Timber, like Tinder. Anyway, so we got this Leech Seed Nuzleaf there. It's slowly getting rid of the Bishop's health, and it's healing it. So I was wondering what sort of set this would be. Like, I know it's increasing its defense. Like, is this like body press or something like that? Anyway, it's a Fury Cutter set. I'm like, oh no, that's actually really, really bad. Due to, you know, my whole team, like especially Nuzleaf and Shiftry, they're 4 times weak to bug, you know. So I'm getting some good Leech Seeds here, and Nuzleaf is back to full health, which is good. Now they swapped it out again. I forced the Bishop to swap with a Nuzleaf, only on Pimp My Show. Next Pokemon is going to be Ceruledge. I went for protection there, but I didn't need to, you know. So here comes the Terra here. And I'm thinking, well, this has to be some sort of, surely it has to be some sort of like fire move, right? And it's going to be a Terra fighting Ceruledge. It's like, oh, okay, I wonder what this could possibly be. Now, as you remember, I'm running a defensive set. So here comes a Terra Blast, a Terra fighting. I should live this. I should, right? So I'm getting punched there, and Nuzleaf gets one shot. Like, that's a special Ceruledge. I definitely would have lived that. So that's the end of my Nuzleaf. Now we're going to go into the special Shiftry. And I've got Terra Psychic on this. If I don't Terra now, I'm going to get completely destroyed by this thing. Now, I've got Terra Psychic Extra Sentry because, like, I changed my type right, and then I can go for those flinches, and it's, you know, it's going to be a reasonably powerful, you know, move as well. So going for that Extra Sentry there on the Ceruledge, hoping for a scumbag flinch or a KO. Good damage, not enough to take it out, and here comes the Terra fighting. At least I'm a Psychic type now, so I'm going to be able to lift that, but it still did like a lot of damage to me, you know, considering, not that Shiftry is, you know, anything bulky at all. So out goes the Ceruledge, and in comes the Bishop. I guess I thought I'd go for another Psychic move here, and I went for Air Slash instead. So, well, I got 1 damage instead of 0. So at this stage, I'm like, man, there's nothing I can do here. I really have to go for Dark Pulse and try and go for a flinch here. So I go for the Dank Pulse on the Bishop, and it did nothing, as you can imagine. And I got a flinch. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll do it again. There's really nothing else I can do here. So I was hoping for 2 flinches, and then I busted out the Fury Cutter. I lived on 2 health. You wouldn't read about it. And now the Bishop is going to get flinched again by Dark Pulse. So I'm going for Dark Pulse again there. I'm trying to get some flinches. I'm throwing everything. There's another flinch. Like, okay, I can do this right. So go for another. I need 1 more flinch here on the Bishop, and it disrespects through the Metal Club. Like, come on, man. So that's the end of Bishop. Sorry, I meant Shiftry. I wish it was the end of Bishop. Now, my last Pokemon is going to be a Shiftry. It's a Focus set. We've got Tailwind, Leaf Blade, Lash Out, and Terra Blast. Terra Blast Fire as well. I'm going to set the Tailwind up here to boost my speed, and not only do that, I'm going to activate the Wind Rider at the same time. I think Wind Rider is very, very good for Shiftry. It's like a great buff that it needed. So going for Lash Out here on the Bishop. I mean, it didn't really matter what attack I use. That is the end of that. Now we've got another Bishop, and we've got a Ceruledge as well. So I was thinking, I was like, well, I could go for Terra Blast. Wait, I can't go for Terra Blade. That's right, because I already Terra'd before. So I went for Leaf Blade. I had absolutely nothing to lose there, and I took the Bishop out with a crit. Like, yes, That's right, because I Terra Blasted, I Terrorized one of my Pokemon already. I was getting excited there. Next Pokemon is going to be Ceruledge. I'm going to take it out with a Leaf Blade. And that's one more Pokemon. I think that's the end of the battle, I think. The Tailwind, it disappeared. Last Pokemon is going to be, it's going to be Seedot, but he's got his dual discount, and that's going to take me out with the Drain Punch, and that's the end of Shiftry. I tried, people. I was so close. If I had like one more turn of Tailwind, I think I might have won that. Anyway, let's get on to battle number 2, and I think it's almost time for another joke. This is a battle against Viola. And we've got a Trevenant lead. Now, this Pokemon was a very big counter to my entire team. Like, you watch what happened. So, I started with a Seedot, got some quality damage there with Payback. I went first with Payback. And now the Trevenant is going to set up the Sunny Day. I'm like, all right, that's interesting. Now they're going to Terra on turn 2. I'm like, oh, okay, I wonder what this is going to be. Now, I smelled a rat when I seen that Sunny Day. I'm like, oh, no, it's going to be a Terra Fire Trevenant. And I absolutely bet you it's going to be a Harvester. So I'm thinking, I don't even know how I'm going to fake this. So I'm going for Payback. Incredible damage again. Here comes a Terra Blast Fire. And my nut is going to get thoroughly cooked here, people. Woo! Oh, wait, I'm going to Focus Sash. Anyway, I lived on 1 health there. The merchant available. Now what I can do is I can go for another attacking move here. I decided to go for Explosion because I wanted to do the little explosion, and I also wanted to use a explosion against Trevenant because I've never ever got to use that before. So Trevenant is going to take minimal damage there, but it's better than nothing. Now Trevenant is going to be eating a berry. I almost took it out, by the way, and it's going to be having a Citrus Berry, and with the sun up there, the harvest is going to activate right away, and it's going to harvest another berry there. So Trevenant's going to eat another berry and be back to, like in a really good health state there. So essentially, I need to faint this before, I just need to get rid of it in one shot. I can't allow it to live because the berry will come back. So I was like, all right, we'll try and flinch this here. We're going to go for an extra sentry on this. I don't get a flinch, and here comes Terra Blast Fire again. Like, this is very bad. I'm trying to think how I'm actually going to be able to get around this, you know. I'm thinking maybe I could try maybe one of my bulky Pokemon, like my bulky Nuzleaf or something like that. I might be able to use Leech Seed against a Trevenant, which is something you normally wouldn't get to use. So it's going to be eating another berry or harvesting another berry back there into Nuzleaf now. So what do you people think of Shiftry and Seedot and Nuzleaf? Do you like these Pokemon? Is there anyone out there that really likes them? Let me know in the comment section of the video. Also, people, once again, if you're enjoying yourself, make sure you hit that like button. I mean, those jokes that I told before, I feel like they're definitely going to get me a like. So that's the end of the Nuzleaf there. I've got 3 more Pokemon left. The sun has faded too, which is good. That means Harvest is a 50% chance to activate instead of 100%. But the Trevenant still got one that turn. I was a little bit salty about that. So I've got my Shiftry. I'm like, all right, I can go for Terra Fire here. I'll be able to take the Terra Blast, and I'll be able to set the Tailwind up, and I'll try and get something happening from there. I mean, I've got pretty much nothing else here. What are those shoes that Shiftry? Are they called clogs? I think they are. Not Crocs, clogs. Like they're those short little shoes. Well, I don't know. They could probably be longer shoes, but they got like that wooden thing underneath it. So there's only like one of them. I think they're called clogs. I'm pretty sure that's the name. If I'm wrong, like let me know. Anyway, so Trevenant's going to go for a Terra Blast Fire. It still does a good amount of damage because, of course, I get critical hit, and I'm going to get some health back from Leech Seed. At least, you know, at least there's something there. Anyway, why did the tree need to take a nap? Why did it need to take a nap? For rest, get it? For rest? Anyway, so we're going to go for a lash out here, and finally, I got rid of the Trevenant. I was very happy about that. Very happy for sure. Now, next Pokemon, it was a Chandelure, another great counter. I'm going to go for Lash Out here. I outspeed due to the Tailwind. I don't know if it was scarfed or not, but that is the end of Chandelure. So I've taken 2 solid counters out there. Next Pokemon is Basculita. I don't know whether this is some sort of theme going on here. So if you pick up on it, let me know. That's the end of Basculita. I'm going to be able to take it out with a Leaf Blade. So it's funny, this actually was quite a good counter to the opponent's team too. Once, of course, the obvious Trevenant was out the way. Next Pokemon's going to be Dusknoir. It's got Pressure as well. And I just went for Lash Out here. There wasn't many other options to go for here. And it's going to be super effective. And it takes it out in one shot. So that's 4 Pokemon down. But now, actually, this is the last Pokemon. I think they brought 5 along. Is going to be some hot tea. Actually, I could go for some hot tea. So So we're going to go for Terra Blast here on the Sinistra, and it lived. I was like, oh, it's got heat-proof, doesn't it? And it's going to go for a Skull, and that is the end of Shiftry. I should have just gone for Lash out there, but I wanted to go for Terra Blast Fire on the hot tea. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to make that really, really hot tea. Next Pokemon's going to be Seedot here. It's going to go and stall me with Life Tree. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, I went for Shadow Ball this turn anyway. Now, Special Seedot, it is exactly what you call amazing on paper. Actually, it's not amazing in any shape or form. So I went for Shadow Ball there. I got a special defense drop. You wouldn't read about it. So now it's going to go for a Life Dew again. However, since I did get that special defensive drop and Life Dew pretty much heals for nothing, it's going to be able to feint it, and that is going to be the end of the battle. My Seedot getting a beautiful Shadow Ball finish there, and that is the end of the battle. That was crazy because it was like I was getting completely swept, and then my Shifter was sweeping. It's like two crazy different perspectives there. So really cool battle. Let's get on to the third and final battle. This is a battle against Lychee, and we do have a theme team here. I wonder if you can guess it. I know what this one is. So first Pokemon here we got is going to be the Harpy Lady. Where's that? Isn't there like a pet? There's a pet dragon as well, but I don't know if there's any other ones in the in that sort of series. So it's going to use Zen Headbutt. I went for Payback. I was like, this should be like a good amount of damage, and I followed it up right. I was like, I should go for Sucker Punch, and I believe this will be enough to take it out because Payback got double base power, and Sucker Punch was a little bit less powerful than that, and I took it out. So Seedot, it's going to do its Victory Thrust there. It's very, very nice. Next Pokemon is going to be the Red Eyes Dragon. It's going to go for a Dragon Breath, and that's the end of my nut. It is what it is. So I've got five more Pokemon. One more Pokemon. What am I thinking? So I've got Nuzleaf here. Now, this Nuzleaf is the sweeping set. So I don't know what was going to happen here. Then we had a Terra from Hydreigon, and it was a Terra Normal. I'm like, oh no, this could be very, very bad. Extremely bad, Now, next attack is going to use his Hyper Beam. I was like, a normal gem Hyper Beam. Holy smokes. I get it because it's based off as like attacking move. And there's no way Nuzleaf is going to live that. That's crazy. So, like, all right, I've got one turn of recharge. Something's got to happen here. Now, I've got another tree joke for you. You ready for this one? What is a tree's favorite subject in when it goes to school? Like, what is it? Give up. Geometry. Get it? Geometry? I think I was the first person in history to score a 4% in that. Anyway, what I did, right? I got to tell you a story. It's quite good. So anyway, I was doing this maths test. You know how good I am at maths. If you know, you know. So I took a test, right? It was on geometry, and I got 4%. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure the teacher gave me 4% for writing my name up at the top. Anyway, I lived a Hyper Beam on 2 health. That was incredible bulk there from my Nuzleaf. Like, really, like Nuzleaf looking kind of thick too. So I've got this Leech Seed going, and I'm trying to stall this Hydreigon out at the moment. I've also got Rest too, so I thought if I can get that Leech Seed up, then go Rest, I should be able to beat it, because obviously its most powerful attack is going to be Hyper Beam. I mean, we've seen Dragon Breath and Hyper Beam. I don't know what other attacks it's going to have. So Nuzleaf is going to be going to sleep there. I've got my early bird, so I'll wake up the next turn, and I can do this all again. And I believe I can beat this. Unless that Hyper Beam, I got a minimum damage roll in it, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. So that's the end of the Hydreigon. In comes a Banette or Dark Necrofear. Oh, that's the card. That's the I'll give you a clue. It's a card. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this thing team is anyway. So all those eyes come up, you know. All those creepy eyes. So I'm going to go for the Snarl here. Snarl does really, really good damage there. A lot more than what I suspected against the Banette then. Now it's going to go for Dazzling Gleam. That's the end of the Nuzleaf. At +1, it was, too powerful. It's funny, though, because I didn't live a Terra Hyper Beam normal gem Hyper Beam, but I got destroyed by one Dazzling Gleam at +1. I guess the super effective really did count there in the boost. So I'm going to go for my Shiftry swap in, and I'm going to be going for a Terra here. So I thought that'd be definitely a good idea against this Banette. So we got that Terra Fire. If it goes for Dazzling Gleam, I can resist that, and then I'd be able to set my Tailwind up. So that's a nice little idea. I don't know whether this is like a mix set, if it's got like any physical moves at all, but I have to take that chance. Right? So I got that Windrider going. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is going to do donkeys, which is very, very good. I'm definitely happy about that. Now, we're going to go for that super effective Lash Out, and that is the end of the PIMPNITE, which is very good. You know, the field spell is gone, and the ghost is still flying around, though. When you know, you know. Next Pokemon's going to be Hydreigon. I'm just going to go for Leaf Blade. I outspeed that, and that's gone too. So suddenly I've taken half the team out here. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be the Flame Swordsman. I'm going to go for the Terra Blast Fire, you know, Flame Swordsman and stuff like that. I thought it would be very appropriate. That is enough to take it out in one shot, which is very, very good. Now, I got it. Maybe I should I tell any more tree jokes? I feel like you people are really digging these jokes, you know? Really, really digging them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, next Pokemon's going to be the Blue Eyes White Dragon. The other one got ripped up. Here comes Air Slash. It's a special set, and Shiftry managed to live. And I get a Lash Out off here. Unfortunately, since Lash Out is no way near as strong as Knockoff initially with an item, Shiftry is going to faint. And I've got two more Pokemon. I've got a Seedot and a special Shiftry. Oh, okay. Special Salamence just got a Moxie. I think that's it's all Ogre. Next Pokemon we've got a Seedot. Now, Seedot, I stand a real good chance here, people. I've got Explosion. I need an Air Slash miss. I'm hoping my nut can explode to win this. Unfortunately, Seedot is going to faint to the Air Slash. Now, I've only got one more Pokemon left, and it's going to be Shiftry. Another Moxie. I know. I'm in a lot of trouble here. Definitely a lot of trouble here. Now, we've got Shiftry coming in. I've got Dark Pulse to go for. Here comes a Draco Meteor. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to live that. I lived on 2 health. He wouldn't read about it. And now I'm going to go for Dark Pulse, and that is going to be enough to take out the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Man, that was crazy. Last Pokemon on their team here. I was going to do my little Shiftry Roar. It's going to be the Dark Magician, Dark Magic attack. That's the end of Shiftry. And that is also the end of this video. I hope you really liked the people. And how did a tree get lost? It took the wrong route. Peace out.